Today on Houston Life, from hidden gems to historic spots, an insider's guide to Houston, perfect for spring break. And we'll meet the local fourth grader named 2020 Entrepreneur of the Year for her successful lemonade business. Plus, Eddie Cibrian and Catherine McPhee are starring in the new Netflix sitcom Country Comfort. Find out how becoming a new mother helped the singer prepare for her role.
And we're checking out the new installations at the 3D Gallery. We're going to tell you how you can participate in this and celebrate Women's History Month. I'm going to get my pose on. All of that and more on Today, Houston's Life.
Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Life starts now.
TGIF, everyone, and welcome to Houston Life. It is Friday, March 19th, 2021. Courtney, you're looking a little different today.
Thanks.
Obviously, you guys know my other half, Brandon Bork. Brandon, thanks for coming in.
No problem.
How are you feeling?
Fourth time.
This is your fourth time on the show?
I must be doing something right.
Well, but this is your first time where they actually wired you up with an earpiece, and we're going to have you co-host for the entire hour.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Good. Mic'd up, hearing all sorts of voices, but it's good. It's good. I think I'll get used to it.
Just before we went live, though, you did seem a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. It's going to be a great hour.
Take some time.
Plus, one of our former neighbors is on today's show.
Yeah, Joni, I'm so excited.
Yeah, we got a great show coming up for you guys today. To take off an edge, too, I brought you a little something.
Thanks.
This is one of the hottest tickets in town. You guys see this? You know our, Travis Scott, the one and only. Have you heard that name?
Yeah,
of course you have. So this is Cacti Agave Spiked Seltzer, and this is his business. This is his deal. So the other day when I was at HEB, they pointed these out to me and they said, hey, we can't keep these in stock at all. So I'm sorry.
They're flying off the shelf?
They're flying off the shelf, and I feel like, viewers are now going to try to find them. But don't be mad at me if they are sold out. So it's an Anheuser-Busch Agave Spiked Seltzer, and the difference with this compared to a White Claw, which I think we drank all the White Claws last year.
Yeah, these are, what, 7% alcohol, and White Claw is 4?
Yeah, so you got a little more booze, 100% premium blue agave from Mexico, 3 different flavors, pineapple, strawberry, lime. So check them out at HEB. And cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Actually, we can. What's funny
yeah.
is we're separated, but because we live together and we're next to each other all the time, we're still going to keep our distance on today's show. What do you think of the seltzer?
It's good. I chose for the pineapple. I went for the pineapple. It's pretty good. Would you like strawberry?
So you took some time off work today, is that right?
I did. Half day. So technically it's vacation.
Brandon works at the Manil Collection, as you guys already know, and it's one of the most beautiful museums, but it's also a 30-acre campus, so it's an entire neighborhood.
Yeah, technically I think it's 33. But
33 acres.
Yeah, I'm usually just confined to my office. I try and branch out or take a walk if I can, but...
And you have a beautiful place to walk out on the grounds. It's a great place to go, especially during COVID. You guys really had a lot of people show up on the lawns with blankets just because people were itching to get outside and go someplace.
People were itching to get out. We closed the, the collection building and all of our, art houses, but it didn't stop people from coming to the green spaces and, bringing a bottle of wine, and, some people were playing music, and it's really nice. It's been a nice escape during the pandemic.
And people can still go to the museum, right? At this point, how does it work? Like, is the museum open now?
The museum is open. We just, it's still free. We just ask you, register online. It's time ticketed just to allow for, space and everything like that.
And wear your mask, right?
Wear your mask. You have to wear your mask.
Wear your mask. There was a really funny post that I saw, I think on Instagram. This local business owner was like, $55 if you don't wear a mask when you come in, and $75 if I have to explain to you why you should be wearing a mask.
I know.
Isn't it funny that the masks are still a controversy?
It doesn't bother me. I don't mind wearing it if it, if it helps your neighbor. And
Totally. It sets a good example. Okay, so we also have to talk about something else. So our boss, Kenneth, I like to call him Kenneth when I'm mad, right, Ken?
Right.
Which is all the time. No, I'm kidding. So Kenneth is very Italian, and he brought us these Zeppelas.
Which I've never heard of, but they look delicious.
They also smell delicious because it's confectioner's sugar there. So Zeppelas are the bomb. We have these from a local bakery, La Sicilia Italian Bakery and Cafe. It's on Westheimer and Montrose. So check this out. Ken was telling me the history of St. Joseph's Day. Really, really interesting. So St. Joseph is credited with preventing hunger in Sicily.
No way.
Right. So people adore him, right? This holiday is every year on March 19th, and it is a massive celebration over in Sicily. But even in like the entire country of Italy and several other European countries, St. Joseph's Day is sort of like their Father's Day. So isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Like the father who takes care of the people and ensures they have some food. So the zeppola is a nice little tasty way. It's got custard. It's fried dough essentially filled with custard, more custard on top, and then confectioner sugar.
So it's super healthy.
It's super, super healthy. It's probably kind of messy to eat on TV, but I'm going to take a bite.
Okay.
Did you try it yet?
No, I haven't tried it, but it looks a little messy, but I'm just
Remember
gonna
years
go.
ago, Katie Couric was like, my one rule in television is to never eat on TV, because no one ever looks good eating on TV.
Sorry, Katie. Oh, wow.
Oh, Ken, that's a thumbs up. Good job. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. So, a lot of viewers have been asking about the house that we've been building. And about a year ago, Brandon and I sort of, I mean, what precipitated this decision?
I have no idea. I think we just sort of drove around this neighborhood and we were looking at houses, and it just became like this thing. We would always drive through this neighborhood and we were looking at the homes, and I don't know, we were leaving a friend's house and it just clicked.
Do you think that we were just sort of itching from COVID for a change?
Maybe. We love a project.
We do love a project. But I think back to that time, and it sort of reminds me that if you feel like you're sort of off course in life, not that we didn't like our old house or our old neighborhood, we just felt like we sort of needed a change, right?
Yeah, I think so. And it's something that we got to do and build together and, you know, make all of these decisions together, and it'll be a place that we live together.
And not a single fight, right?
Not one.
No, it's true. There has literally like never been a fight at all.
There's never been any sort of disagreement. Like, we're very much on the same page when it comes to like design and, you know, living in the space. And so it's been super easy and super fun, and it's nearing an end. It'll be complete soon. So what's next?
And we're gonna have a party. We're gonna invite our Houston Life family, our viewers, to come over and have some cacti hard seltzers. Well, I've told people before on the show, you're one of the most patient people I know, and I appreciate that about you, and it's just one of the reasons why I love you. So thanks for filling in. People at Channel 2 were so excited having you come in, and I swear, people are more excited to see you than they are me, but that's a good thing.
That's not true. I don't know.
My nieces and my family, when we were up in Idaho for my father's funeral, we were out walking in the snow one day, and Samantha, who's our 6-year-old niece, she kept grabbing my hand. Brandon, blah, 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 Brandon. And it's funny how people often will call me Brandon. Even some of our closest friends like Dana and Rich.
Yeah.
Rich always calls me Brandon, and sometimes people call you Derek.
But yeah, even airports, grocery stores, it happens all the time. And we've sort of just learned to respond.
We respond to both. In fact, people, I mean, there's so many awkward moments that we have had where people have asked like, oh, hey, are you guys brothers?
We're like,
sort of, not exactly. So there are many, many awkward moments. And you know, yesterday was National Awkward Moments Day, but because of the news conference with the mayor, we didn't quite get to our viewer comments. We're gonna do that today, because I feel like this is a conversation that is sort of endless.
Oh yeah.
Sound good?
So, sounds great.
Okay, so still to come on Houston Life, we asked you for your awkward moments, and oh man, you did not disappoint. So we're gonna share what you had to say after the break.
Plus, Joe Sam is taking us inside the 3D gallery, showcasing new interactive installations centered around women's history. Houston Life will be back in 2 minutes.
Good job.
Thanks.
What you know about me? Just what the people say.
Well, welcome back to Houston Life. Yesterday, in honor of National Awkward Moments Day, were you shuffling papers over there?
Very busy.
What's going on?
I'm getting organized.
Listen, kudos to you for being thrown into this. You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
You really are. So awkward moments, they happen all the time, right? And we shared some of ours. I mean, we have them all the time, right? But we want to hear from you. You guys, they were so good. We had to share them on today's show. Let's get to some of them now. Starting with Kelly. Kelly writes in, I'm a realtor. I had a scheduled appointment to show a home, walked in, and there was a naked man on the couch. Okay, that's awkward.
And then from Kristen, so many to choose from, but once I ran into this man I know casually, he had a young woman with him, and before I could let him introduce her to me, I blurted out, oh, this must be your daughter. So nice to meet you. He was like, no, this is my girlfriend.
Oh.
Yep, just kind of stood there. I would have done the same.
Oh, man. Okay. Whoops. Laura writes in, when my wig fell off during a job interview. True story. Laura, please send me a message and tell us the full details. I'm very curious now.
And then from Barbara, when I worked in corporate, I found a folded piece of paper someone left in the ladies' room. I looked to see whose it was, did not read the memo, and gave it to that person. Little did I know the memo belonged to an HR person who was going to let said person go that day.
Oh, no.
I guess I cut out the middleman, and this memo served as termination. Needless to say, I feared that I would be let go that day too, but I wasn't.
Oh, Barbara, so you accidentally told someone they were getting laid off. Oh, that's kind of sad and awful. You know, once I had met a group of fans who watched the show, these three ladies. Can't believe this happened. And I said, like, oh, what's your name? What's your name? Oh, and this must, and are you the mom? And she looked at me like she wanted to punch me in the face.
Was I with you? Was that at Rodeo?
Probably. It was somewhere at NRG Center. Stuff like that. What about you?
I don't know. Once I was, before you, went on a date, and we were, you know, just getting started, had not had, you know, any sort of entree yet, and I'm telling this person where I'm from, and he proceeds to just bash the place where
Louisiana.
I'm from, Louisiana. And this kind lady was on a date with her husband sitting next to us, and she was also from Louisiana, and she got up, tapped me on the shoulder, said, I'm from Louisiana, and you can do better. So it wasn't awkward for me.
Good for that lady.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Speaking ill about where someone is from is just sort of a general, you never do that rule, right? Oh, gosh. Okay, well, we want to hear from you. What is the most awkward moment you've ever had? We've just shared some of your comments. We want to share more of them because we know you guys have great, great stories. Post them on our Houston Life Facebook page, and we'll get to them later in today's show. All right, shifting gears now. We're going to continue celebrating women's history with some new interactive installations you can check out this weekend.
Joe Sam is in the memorial area at the 3D gallery to show how they are paying tribute to some very powerful women. Hey, Joe.
Hey guys, so when you come here to the marquee, it's going to be right across from Dave & Buster's, the 3D gallery, and they're going to be honoring all of these amazing women. I have one of the crafters here with me, Alice, to give us some more information about that. This is incredible for people to come and check out because not only are they getting some really cool pictures for social media, but they're also getting the history behind all of these incredible and influential women, like the one we see here,
Right.
Selena. Come on, the floor. Let's talk all about her.
So here we have the Queen of Tejano music, Selena. Selena has been in the news a lot lately for her Netflix series, but we just want to commemorate the Selena we all know as an icon musically here in Texas for Tex-Mex music. So Selena basically has her arm reached out so you could take a selfie with her.
And it looks like you're right next to her taking a selfie. So that's that whole interactive part about these
Right.
installations.
But this is a double feature because it also honors Mona Lisa. That's why we call it Mona Selena, because she's posed in the same portrait as Mona Lisa.
Well, let's continue walking because something else that you guys really do here is those paint nights. So where people can come and paint these influential women. One woman that we want to talk about right now who just made history herself is Queen Bee. Beyonce showing them all out there, all my single ladies that they can do it just like how she is. Quickly, let's talk about Beyonce and what it can do.
Beyonce needs no introduction. We all know who the Queen of Music is, especially to us in Houston, and you have to do her justice. She is in the format of two, as Selena was, another woman. She's dressed as Queen Victoria.
There we go.
Because she's undefeated, and she's just a powerhouse.
She is a queen, and we're going to be talking about the other powerhouse women that they have here at the 3D Gallery. Some really cool people in politics that have really hit the political scene. That's going to be coming up in our next segment here, and we can't wait to show you more about what you can come and see starting right now and this weekend. For right now, we're going to send things back to you guys, Derek and Brandon.
Okay, Joe Sam, very nice. I love that Beyonce piece.
Awesome.
Super cool. All right, when we come back, want to explore the city before spring break is over? Discover an insider's guide with 111 places in Houston you must not miss.
But for now, let's check in with Lauren for a look at what she has coming up.
Hey guys, so coming up a little bit later on in the show, we're getting a little bit country. Catherine McPhee and Eddie Cibrian star in the new family sitcom Country Comfort. Find out what the former Smash star had to say about her newest co-star when Houston Life returns.
And we all know Houston is full of amazing places and hidden gems, and 2 local tour guides took on a task of compiling a list of great spots around the city that are worth checking out.
Quite a task. They are Dana Duterrell and Joni Fincham, authors of 111 Places in Houston You Must Not Miss. Welcome to the show, Joni and Dana. And before we begin, Joni, you lived 2 doors down from us for years, so this is so great having a neighbor on the show. It's great to see you.
Good to see you guys again.
Okay, so let's chat about the book. How did you 2 end up as co-authors of this 111 Places to Not Miss?
So Joni and I started a business, Trip Chandler, and we create personalized guides to the city, and we give tours to visitors and locals who are looking for something new to do. And we also write about the city, but we always wanted to do a guidebook. And in 2019, we were selected to be the authors of 111 Places in Houston That You Must Not Miss for the International 111 Places Guidebook Series.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and Joni, you mentioned that you guys started this in 2019. How long did it take you to visit all 111 places?
It took us some time. I mean, we definitely did a lot of scouting trips, and some places we would have to go back to a couple of times. But we were able to kind of wrap it up within a year. The last few chapters were a little bit harder because we were finishing the last of the manuscripts when the pandemic hit. But we're happy to report almost all of our places are still open, and we've been out delivering the books to all the places since it came out in October.
That is fantastic. So, Dana, tell us some fun facts about the book and this series, and why the 111, why 111? What's the significance of that number?
So the publisher is based in Cologne, Germany, and in Cologne, their lucky number is 11. But they figured 11 places would not really make much of a guidebook, so they decided to add a 1 to the 11, and that made it 111 places. And one of the other fun facts about the book, this is also a big thing with the publisher, they love a unique bathroom. So every book has a chapter with a unique bathroom in it, and we're really proud of ours because it's not in a dive bar. It's actually located in the 1940 Air Terminal Museum, where the ladies' room once served as Elizabeth Taylor's powder room when she was filming Giant in Marfa.
What?
Yes, so she was waiting for her plane, and she was sweating because it was summertime in Houston and it was not air conditioned there. And so the staff made her her very own powder room that you see with the chaise lounge, vanity, and a fan, all still there, but no need for the fan anymore because the building is, of course, now air conditioned.
That is so cool. All those
Very
little
cool.
tidbits.
Yeah. And, Houston is such a magnificent city. There's so many places to visit. Were there any in particular that just blew your minds?
I mean, we loved all 111 places. I mean, it was really hard, but, we really fell in love with Group Sari Palace in the Mahatma Gandhi district. Their displays of all the saris and jewelry is just a feast for the eyes. We also had a really fun time visiting Neon Boots and visiting with the owners and learning more about the history of the building, which used to be the Esquire Ballroom, which also was where country legends like Dolly Parton sang and Kenny Rogers, and now, it continues on with its own history.
Wow, you boasted such a wide variety, from neon boots to exotic pops, curated snack and soda selection, listening to the mariachi mass at St. Joseph Catholic Church. I mean, this is an incredible list. I want to say thank you for writing this book, because I feel like, especially for out-of-towners or for new transplants to the city, they might not realize, sometimes you get lost in the big city because you're overwhelmed, but it seems like you have really just so clearly laid it out. We're tight on time, but just tell us very quickly, if someone wants to know where to begin, what's the suggested first stop on the itinerary?
So we always like to start with kolaches, and we recommend the original kolache shop on Telephone Road, which has been family run since 1956. And you're really close to the 1940 Air Terminal Museum if you're over there. So go check out, Liz Taylor's old stomping grounds and the amazing vintage art craft that they have there. And another fun drive-by, especially at night, is Mount Rush Hour, which is off of I-45. And you'll see these gigantic busts of George Washington, Sam Houston, Lincoln, and Stephen F. Austin by local sculptor David Addix, who did the giant Park Houston statue and the big Beatles statues as well. So those are so 3 you can knock out in one day.
Great recommendations, Joni Fincham and Dana Duterrell. Thank you again for writing the book, and thanks for making time for us today at Houston Life.
Thank you.
So cool. 111 places in Houston that you must not miss is available at your favorite book retailer. And for more information, you can visit our website, houstonlife.tv.
Love it. Now let's check in with Lauren, who has a new family show from an American Idol alum.
That is right. Well, after hitting the very bottom of her career, an aspiring country singer finds new life as a nanny for a handsome widower and his 5 charming children. Stars Catherine McPhee and Eddie Cibrian are talking country comfort.
You know what, Bailey? Maybe you're right. Maybe you should do something for my birthday.
What?
Listen to me for once. No party.
You think he likes pinatas?
What is it about this show that dragged you in the most?
Well, I love music. I love any chance that I get to sing. I love to sing. So that was a huge plus, knowing that I got to merge the acting and the singing together again in this show. And I love country music. I'm definitely not a country singer. And it's fun as an actor to play different characters, but to also play a character that sings something in a genre that you wouldn't normally sing, right?
Now, Eddie, did you have to practice more of the Southern accent, the twang? Did you have to go to Texas a little bit more and practice the y'alls?
Well, yes, all of it, by the way. I did. And that actually, the thing that really appealed to me is I got to play a cowboy. I've always wanted to do that. And I don't know, I feel at home playing one. I love everything about it. But yeah, we have dialect coaches, and obviously, my wife's dad, he's got a real drawl. My wife's mom has a really, strong drawl. So it kind of came a little natural, and it's just fun to do.
Catherine, does Eddie already come with all that Southern charm, that Southern comfort? He didn't have to work on that too hard, huh?
Come on, you see those dimples on his face? Come on.
Would you ever want to put your family in a band? Like if there was multiple, 5 kids you have in the show, Eddie, would you really want to do the family band thing?
I guess, I don't know if they were as talented as those kids on the show. I think so. I think they should. And if that's really what they wanted to do, the only thing I can think about is, though, I'm the one that's going to be driving them everywhere for band practice. And I don't know if I really want to do that.
Eddie, do you think that boys or girls are harder to parent?
I have 2 boys. I would have to say girls, I would think. I feel like that would be a little more difficult.
No, I think he needs I've seen him with our little girls on our show. They just adore him. And I think he could use a little girl.
Well, look, I think that's why they'd be harder to parent, because they would have me wrapped around.
I know.
And it would it'd just be so difficult to say no to anything, right? To parents. Whatever you want to do, you got it. Yeah,
Right. That's
you guys,
with my son.
Thank you so much for taking the time. We just love you both, Catherine and Eddie. It's a really great pleasure to see you on Netflix brand new show, Country Comfort. I suggest everybody watch it. Before we go, Eddie, I do want to say the last time that you were in town and in Houston with your wife, we were at an event, and look, we were close to each other. No masks. So let's hope one day we can do that again, right?
I think we're heading there finally. I think we're headed there. So
wonderful, wonderful. You guys, thank you again, and best of luck with the show. We just love it here at Houston Life.
Thank you.
And you can stream the whole first season of Country Comfort on Netflix now. Derek and Brandon, I'm sorry, I lost track of what was happening as Eddie Cibrian was talking.
The way he responded to your photo, the way his jaw dropped was so funny.
He was like, somebody let me near you, crazy lady?
No, I don't think so. They seem really cool.
Yeah,
I would watch that show.
We're going to add it to the list.
Yeah,
all right.
Super cute.
Lauren Kelly, thank you for that.
Thank you, guys.
Still to come on Houston Life, the rising young business star from Sugar Land who's making a splash with her lemonade stand. Plus, a look at what's coming up for KPRC 2 News at 4 o'clock when Houston Life returns on this beautiful day. Welcome back to Houston Life on this Friday, March 19th. I'm Derek Shore, along with my other half, Brandon, filling in for Courtney. You having fun today?
Yeah, it flies by every time.
It flies by, half an hour, just like that. All right, so we were asking you about awkward moments, and I think we're going to take a look, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. More comments coming in. Kelly writes in, I was on a blind date with an arrogant attorney and I was getting over a cold and cough. He abruptly got up, went to the bathroom while I was gone. I had taken a sip of my drink and started coughing, spewed it into his plate of food accidentally. But because he was a jerk, I didn't say anything. And then he ate it. Oh, dear.
No.
That's disgusting, Kelly. Quite awkward, though, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Coming up from Kimberly, walking out of the college library, early 90s, feeling like a boss, and one of my thigh-high hose falling down around my ankle.
Oh, Kimberly, it's happened to the best of us, right? Yep. Hose are so uncomfortable. They're so itchy. C writes in, was a bridesmaid at a wedding, had to tell my groomsman who I was walking down the aisle with his fly was open. I stepped slightly in front of him when we separated the altar to give him a chance to zip it. Oh, dear. For me, it's always calling someone the wrong name, which I have done so many times I've lost track. You've done that too, right?
Yeah.
You're a little more careful than I am. All right, now let's check in with Christine, Jonathan, and Frank for a look at what's coming up at 4 o'clock. Guys, look who it is.
Hey, I know, friends. Two of my favorite people in all of Houston. Brandon, it's great to see you, my friend.
So good to see you.
Yeah, happy Friday.
We made it.
Whose clothes y'all wearing? You guys, I know you guys share clothes.
I'm wearing his shirt and his shoes.
I'm wearing his pants and his jacket.
I love it.
Right,
I love it. I love it. You guys look great. Yeah, happy Friday. You know, we're heading into spring. I feel like we have a beautiful spring Friday, Frank.
You think?
Yes.
You couldn't order this.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that blue sky. It's still a little breezy, and I'll talk about that at 4, but it's going to calm down. North winds at Sugar Land at 13. Calm in Houston right now. North winds at Galveston at 13 also. Those temperatures are struggling to reach 70, generally mid-60s, pretty much everywhere you look. So it's a little crisp out there. If you're headed out, make sure you have a jacket. You can see a lot of clear sky. There's a low situated right here in Georgia. High pressure is building in over Oklahoma. So between the two, we still have that breeziness. The high will take over tonight, and that will finally calm it down for a great weekend. Watching the next front, that's right there. That's Tuesday's front. And right now it looks like it will linger Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the middle of our next spring break week may spring a leak, especially for those 3 days. You can see it is really spinning out there off the coast and that front already on shore. So that's what we'll watch. In the meantime, it's clear and it's breezy for that dog walk. 70 at 4, 68, 66, 64 with the north wind at 10. It's going to be really a beautiful evening. Quiet and cool. Grab that jacket. Nice spring weekend. Spring begins, in fact, tomorrow morning at 4:47. That's when the equinox officially begins.
Oh, I love it. I'm really feeling like it feels like spring today. I love it. Frank, thank you. All right, coming up today at 4 o'clock, 4 more lawsuits have been filed against Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson. This now brings the total number of lawsuits to 7. All of the alleged incidents involved female massage therapists. Tony Busby, the lawyer representing the women, just wrapped up a news conference. We'll have the very latest for you at 4 o'clock.
Plus, parents often worry about their kiddos on social media. Now, Instagram is working to help out. The new program they are launching that will be specifically for people under the age of 13.
And March Madness is here. Our Alexander will have a look ahead to tonight's game between the University of Houston and the Cleveland State. Yeah, there you got to make sure you get the snacks ready. Guys,
our snacks are ready. And you know, I went to UCLA. I'm a Bruin. So seeing that win was so exciting because when I was in school, they didn't win anything.
Very nice.
All right, guys, we'll see you at 4 o'clock.
Thanks, guys. And you've heard the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Well, one local 4th grader is doing just that and then some.
Yeah, make lemonade. Sabrina Reisler is the CEO and founder of Fresh and Juicy. It's a lemonade stand out of Sugar Land that has earned her the title of 2020 Entrepreneur of the Year.
Hello, I'm Sabrina Reisler, the CEO and co-founder of Fresh and Juicy. I live in Sugar Land, Texas, and I'm 9 years old. We serve 4 flavors of lemonade: Buddy Buddy, strawberry, raspberry, and original with light blue agave. So we started with the Lemonade Day organization, and it helped me learn a lot of things. I learned all the financial and the savings that I needed to earn for my business. I earned enough money to get my bike, I didn't even need to buy it. I won it by earning the prize 2020 Youth Entrepreneur of the Year. And I also have more recognitions and nominations, like one that the mayor of Sugar Land gave me.
We chose Sabrina to be our 2020 Youth Entrepreneur of the Year. We felt that she really grasped the lessons that we taught, and she showed a commitment to giving back to the community by choosing a cause that mattered to her.
Back to the very first organization that helps fight brain cancer for adults, the Dr. Marnie Rose organization. We donate 10% of our earnings to the Dr. Marnie Rose organization. My dad passed away from brain cancer in 2017, so I want others to have a second chance. Well, my business is selling lemonade. Never stop it because, this is a business, my business. Hard work pays off, and if you're really passionate about it, I recommend doing it. It doesn't matter what other people say because it only matters what you think of it and what you think of it. And if you're passionate about it, it'll be great.
Well, I think we all can agree that Sabrina is pretty incredible. I want to buy all the lemonade. Don't go anywhere because after the break, we're chatting with Sabrina about what it takes to run a business, and we'll even get to try some of her tasty treats.
Yum. And later, we'll check back with Joe Sam, who is live today at a 3D exhibit honoring women. Houston Life will be right back.
Welcome back to Houston Life. Earlier, we shared the story of Sabrina Reisler, a local childpreneur or kidpreneur, right, who's winning awards with her lemonade stand, Fresh and Juicy.
That's right, and Sabrina is joining us now to tell us more about her successful journey. Hey, Sabrina.
Hi.
So tell us, how did you get involved in Lemonade Day?
Well, my mom, at first, we were in the car and she said, I have this program for you. And it involves a lemonade stand. And I was like super excited. So the first event was the Build a Stand contest. And then there was multiple other events, but it was super fun when my mom told me about it.
Okay, and when you won Entrepreneur of the Year, I know we're sort of, fast forward to today. Clearly, it seems like you've got it down to a science. You know exactly what you were doing. That must have been a really exciting piece of news to hear that you had won this award.
Oh yeah, it was. I was so excited. I was happy crying that day too. And I got other recognitions as well, like from the mayor, and it's super fun. I've been on multiple TV shows and everything, and I'm here right now, which is super exciting.
Well, we are super impressed with you, and part of your story, Sabrina, that people might not know, your father passed away from brain cancer back in 2017. I can't imagine how difficult that must have been for you. Look at this amazing photo of the two of you. And part of your mission is to be philanthropic and to give back. So explain to us how this all works. You're essentially donating money now to support all kinds of great organizations doing good work.
Well, we donate 10% of our earnings to the Dr. Marnie Rose organization, which is connected to many hospitals, including the one that my dad was in, Memorial Hermann. And at first, 10%, I was like, no, that's not enough. I need to donate more. And then when I heard that every dollar donated is from $10 to $50 from the government, I felt super proud of myself. And it was so fun to donate.
That's fantastic. We love to hear that. So we have some of your products right next to us. Can you tell us about some of your flavors? There are 4 of them.
We have Muddy Buddy Original Raspberry and Strawberry as our flavors. They're all healthy. They are made with brown raw sugar or vanilla, like we say in Colombia. We've been expanding my business to more baked goods, like, for example, vanilla bean cake.
Oh, yeah.
And vegan banana nut bread.
Okay, so Sabrina, I am wolfing down this vegan banana nut bread. It's delicious. Where did the recipes come from? You said your grandmother?
My grandmother makes the recipes for our lemonade. We do the syrup with the brown sugar, and we mix the syrup with a bit of water and citrus, and we get our flavors. We add natural fruit, no artificial colors or preservatives. Everything's healthy. And if you're someone who can't take sugar or just can't have sugar, we have the original, which is made with light blue agave, and it has way less calories, and everything's really healthy.
Sabrina, have you ever considered running for president? Because I would vote for you.
Absolutely.
I think you have 2 voters right here. Sabrina, we got to leave it there. We are out of time, but I know you will have many more customers, and we're just so proud of you. These are delicious, and they taste even better knowing that you're giving back to a great cause. So thanks so much for joining us on Houston Life.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you are great. We're going to be watching your career. Sound good?
Bye.
All right, take care. We'll see you soon. And we will have a link to connect with Sabrina on our website, HoustonLife.tv. It is so delicious.
It is delicious, but for now, let's check in with Joe, who is chatting about a very cool installation. Hey, Joe.
It's a cool installation. It is interactive as well. As you can already see me right here, you're going to get some really good selfies here at the 3D Gallery. Let's talk about why they're here. They're going to be celebrating Women's History Month, and they're doing that with some really important women. Speaking of important women, we want to talk to the owner right here, Yoloma, and what you guys have going on. We're talking about Breonna Taylor, someone who's very important to myself, to you, to the entire country. She has been such a huge force within the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes, absolutely. So this is one half of our exhibit that we call the tribute. Breonna Taylor here is modeling after the French Duchess Francois, who shared a similar chilling tale to hers, and she is a pivotal role in the reignition of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Absolutely, and then also someone who was a big role within the Black Lives Matter movement. Want to continue to move into here because we are talking about someone who has made such an impact on the political scene.
Yes.
Our vice president now has made history as the first female vice president. Take a look right here. You have that here. Tell us a little bit more about this piece.
Absolutely. So here, Vice President Kamala Harris is modeled after Joan of Arc. So Joan of Arc was very prominent in the advancement of women's rights and equal rights for women. So here we have her breaking the glass ceiling that you can see right above her. And the saying says, the future is female, but we scratched out the future to put present because it is very much so the present.
It's happening right now.
Right now.
And also happening right now is this 3D gallery. Really quickly, tell us how people can come and check it out.
Absolutely. We're here at 7620 Katy Freeway, right here in the Marquee Entertainment Center. So you can feel free to get your tickets in person, but we do prefer that you go ahead and get them online at the3dgallery.com.
And we prefer for you to get them right now because they're only going to be here until the end of the month, so you have a limited time to come and check out these amazing women. For right now, we're going to send things back to you guys in the studio as I go and explore what else is in here.
All right, Joe Sam, sounds good. And look, Tex joined us during the commercial break.
He heard
Very
I was
nice. Well, stay right there. After the wheel, it is time to spin the Houston Life prize wheel, and you could be our next winner. This week, we have added a 2-night stay at Cavalry Court by Valencia Hotel Group at Century Square and College Station. Look at that, so beautiful. You could be our next big winner when Houston Life returns right after this break. Don't go away.
You guys, welcome back. It's time now for the Houston Life Prize Wheel, and this is a chance for you, I'm talking in this microphone like it's working, for our viewers to win prizes by spinning to win. And that includes this beautiful Tiffany's cuff on my own wrist, valued at around $1,400. And it's not Sonny and Cher, it's not Nick and Jessica, it is Derek and Brandon. Hey, guys.
Oh, I thank you, Lauren Kelly. Where are you right now? Are you in Vegas?
I am.
Oh, there you are. You're in the same studio, Studio B. Brandon, how do you feel in the sequence?
I feel, I don't know, sparkly. I love it.
Okay. Well, me too. Lauren, thank you so much. You mentioned that $1,400 Tiffany bracelet, and in addition to that beautiful bracelet, we've added a 2-night stay at Cavalry Court by Valencia Hotel Group at Century Square and College Station. Brandon, it's going to be a beautiful stay.
Sign me up. But there's also a $100 gift card to Landry's, and of course, some great Houston Life and NBC swag.
Okay, should we meet our viewer?
Let's do it.
She is standing by. Erin Fuller joining us live by Zoom from Southwest Houston. Erin, It is great to see you, and we're neighbors. We're just down the road because Channel 2 is in Southwest Houston. Oh, wait, I can't hear you.
Super close.
Oh, there we go. Super close. How long have you been a Houstonian? You native? You moved here?
No, I am native. I just had a birthday on Sunday, so I've been here for 45 years.
All right.
Congratulations, 45
Happy belated.
years. Okay, well, thanks for watching Houston Life. And tell us just a little bit more about yourself. What do you spend your days doing?
Well, actually, I am a teacher at Bel Air High School, and I also coach JV soccer.
Look at that. Okay,
Love our teachers.
Very nice. Well, Aaron, here's the thing. We've already listed out all the fantastic prizes. Is there any question that you have for us before we do the honors and spin the wheel for you?
No, I'm good. I wear Tiffany all the time, so I'm hoping for that Tiffany bracelet.
Hoping for the Tiffany bracelet.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, well, Brandon, since you're the guest today, why don't you do the honors, give it a nice hard spin.
Let's do it.
Aaron, we have got our fingers and toes crossed for you. Round and round she goes. Where it stops, nobody. Oh, it was so close, but still, you won the cavalry stay. This is a prize valued at $550, Aaron. You are going to love it. How do you feel?
Awesome, because guess what? I'm an Aggie.
Yes. Okay, perfect for A&M. Well, there you go. This hotel is stacked with all kinds of A&M heritage and tradition. You are going to love it, so have a good time, Aaron. Get out there and enjoy.
And if you need someone to hold your bags, call me.
Awesome.
Brandon.
Thanks, y'all.
Congratulations. Thanks for watching Houston Life. And
Thank you.
if you want your chance to spin to win live on Houston Life, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Scroll down till you see the prize wheel. It is super easy. Enter your info to win. Did you have fun, Brandon?
That was fun. I was living my Wheel of Fortune moment.
You are very, very good at that. Pat Sajak, watch out. All right, after the break, a look at what's coming up on Monday's show, including 3 local brothers making a difference in their community.
As we head to break, let's check in with Kevin Frazier for a look at what is coming up on Entertainment Tonight. Hey, Kevin.
Brandon and Derek tonight on ET Inside the Documentary, taking on the college admission scandal. And we're at home with DJ D-Nice to celebrate 1 year of club quarantine. You don't want to miss it. That's tonight at 6:30 right here on KPRC2. Now, sit tight. Houston Life will be right back.
Coming up Monday on Houston Life, find out who are the G-Boys, text just fell, how they're making a huge impact in the community. Don't worry, he's fine. Plus, we're getting a look at the new David Hockney Van Gogh exhibition. Are you serious? At the Museum of Fine Arts. See the natural world through the power of color. All right, we're just fine over here in Studio B, I promise. Tex just tried to jump on the couch and he missed.
He totally fell. But let's get back to more of your awkward moments.
These are pretty good. Daniel writes in, all through high school, waving at people who are not waving at me. Daniel, this happens all the time. I swear this happened a month ago to us, right? Waving across the restaurant.
It's the worst.
I think we were at Bravery Chef Hall.
And from Kim, accidentally sending a picture that was only for my husband to see.
Oh.
And my friend sent it to my friend by mistake. I wanted to die. By picture and quotes. I can only imagine.
Yeah, that would be really bad. Okay, and Dylan. Oh, my buddy Dylan, catching a lady breastfeeding a kitten on the plane from Lima to Houston. Okay, so in case you missed this episode of Houston Life, we talked about this probably like a year ago. He's seen this happen multiple times where someone is like fostering a kitten and they think that the proper thing to do is to feed them human milk. It's not good for kittens. I looked into it. I don't know why people are doing it.
Also not on an airplane.
Well, you know, you got to breastfeed. But if it's humans for cats, I don't know. Thank you to all of your comments. We had a blast reading through them. And if we didn't get to yours, we're sorry. But check out our Houston Life Facebook page and just scroll down. It's worth a good read. Brandon, thanks so much for filling in today.
Thanks for having me. That was fun.
Did you have fun?
I did have fun. It was a lot of fun. My mom told me to stop being so nervous, but hey, Mom.
Listen, this is not what you regularly do, and we think it's awesome that you took a half day from work to come and do this.
Yeah, I loved it. Thanks for having me.
So thank you. Maybe next week I can go to your work.
Yeah,
okay, Texie,
can do my job.
You. All right, guys. Well, that just about does it for us at Houston Life. Be sure to follow Houston Life on Facebook, Instagram, all of the things. We post all kinds of fun behind the scenes. In the meantime, we're going to send it on over to our friends who we can't hang out with because it's still COVID, right? But it's great to see you guys on TV.
It is great to see you guys too. You know, it blows my mind the things that viewers share with y'all. I love it. It's fascinating.
We're like trusted friends. Someone told me yesterday my clothes were too small. I looked like I was wearing baby's clothing, and I don't know. Sometimes
they love to share.
I don't know how to respond.
I know. I've heard some pretty bad things too. I'm right there with you, but I think you guys look great. Happy Friday to you. Enjoy the weather. And Brandon, always great to see you on the Houston Lifestyle.
Happy Friday. Tex says happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Tex. We love you, buddy.